What if the MCU's multiverse isn't breaking by accident, but being judged? What if Iron Man's face returns, not as a savior, but as Doom itself? Dr. Victor Von Doom changes everything, and his arrival threatens every universe Marvel has ever shown us across timelines, realities, futures, pasts. Now, Marvel Studios made a shocking pivot after chaos behind the scenes. Kang was erased from the Endgame, and Avengers: The Kang Dynasty quietly died. In its place rose Avengers: Doomsday, a darker promise, led by the Russo brothers and written by Stephen McFeely, shaping the multiverse finale era decisively forever. Dr. Doom isn't a time tourist like Kang. He is something far worse. A man who blends science and sorcery, logic and myth. In Marvel Comics, Doom believes order matters more than freedom, and that belief makes him terrifyingly convincing across collapsing universes, shattered timelines, endless realities, desperate heroes everywhere. In Avengers: Doomsday, the multiverse faces a cascading crisis. Incursions, first explained in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, are accelerating. Universes collide, realities bleed, and Doom sees this chaos not as tragedy, but as a failure demanding correction through absolute control, ruthless logic, forbidden power, dark purpose, alone. Reports suggest Doom hunts those responsible for destabilizing reality itself. Doctor Strange, whose spells fractured boundaries in No Way Home, becomes a prime target. Even Steve Rogers is rumored guilty somewhere across time, proving Doom judges actions, not intentions within collapsing universes, broken timelines, infinite consequences, moral absolutes, cosmic reckoning. A massive clue lies in Earth 828, the retro-futuristic world of the Fantastic Four. Inspired by classic 1960 seconds Marvel optimism, this universe hides decay beneath perfection. Doom reportedly originates here, forged as Reed Richards' equal and eternal rival through genius, envy, loss, pride, brilliance, ambition, resentment, destiny. The Fantastic Four First Steps reportedly ends with Doom approaching young Franklin Richards. Comic readers know Franklin is beyond Omega level, capable of shaping realities with thought. In Secret Wars 2015, Doom used stolen godlike power to rebuild existence itself after multiversal annihilation, absolute collapse, desperate survival, ruthless will, dominance. If Doom controls Franklin, the multiverse becomes clay. Battleworld, a patchwork planet formed from dead universes, becomes possible. In the comics, Doom ruled as God Emperor, deciding who lived, who remembered, and who was erased from history, forever shaping reality, morality, memory, identity, power, fear, worship, obedience, fate, truth, order. Avengers: Doomsday unites more characters than Endgame ever dared. Avengers: Wakandans, Thunderbolts, and the Fantastic Four collide. The Thunderbolts rebrand as New Avengers, proving governments still crave control while gods and monsters reshape existence above them amid chaos, fear, secrecy, betrayal, alliances, sacrifice, desperation, survival, destiny, multiversal war, looming, inevitable. Legacy characters return from Fox's X-Men universe, confirming walls between franchises are gone. Professor X, Magneto, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Beast stepping back on screen means the multiverse isn't theoretical anymore. Doom's threat forces everyone into one collapsing narrative spanning decades, continuities, fandoms, legacies, timelines, emotions, memories, identities, purpose, unity, conflict, survival. Then comes the most shocking twist. Robert Downey Jr. returns, not as Tony Stark, but as Victor Von Doom. The face that defined hope now represents control. Marvel insists this is Doom, yet the resemblance ignites terrifying possibilities across infinite universes of identity, destiny, legacy, corruption, reflection, symmetry, fate, inevitability. The Russo brothers introduced him with chilling confidence. New mask, same task. That line echoes Iron Man's sacrifice in Endgame, twisting it into something darker. Doom believes he is saving reality, even if salvation demands tyranny, pain, and impossible moral choices across universes, timelines, hearts, minds, souls, futures, sacrifices, costs. One theory reshaping fan debate is the anchor being concept introduced in Deadpool and Wolverine. Every universe may rely on a single stabilizing presence. Tony Stark could have been Earth 616's anchor, and his death fractured reality beyond repair, creating chaos, decay, imbalance, collapse, fear, urgency, instability, desperation. If Tony was the anchor, Doom may see himself as replacement, not a hero, but a necessary constant. In some universes, the Stark archetype becomes Doom, proving brilliance without compassion leads to domination. Doom isn't evil in his own mind, only logical, efficient, resolute, unyielding, absolute, driven, focused, certain, inevitable. Another theory suggests a Stark variant adopted into the Von Doom lineage. In Marvel Comics, Doom's origin is soaked in tragedy, pride, and obsession. Combine that with Stark-level intellect, and you create a being capable of rewriting existence with cold precision across realities, timelines, civilizations, cultures, lives, memories, futures, universes. Marvel is reportedly delaying full explanation of Doom's face until Secret Wars. That silence fuels tension. Heroes may see Iron Man, hesitate, and fail. Doom weaponizes familiarity, turning emotional attachment into weakness, proving the multiverse war is psychological, not just cosmic but personal, intimate, tragic, manipulative, strategic, devastating, ruthless, calculated. In Avengers Doomsday, Doom doesn't conquer immediately. He tests, manipulates, and exposes fractures among heroes. The Avengers don't fall because Doom is stronger, but because they disagree. Order versus freedom becomes the saga's central philosophical battlefield, spanning minds, loyalties, ethics, leadership, sacrifice, truth, trust, fear, hope, unity, conflict, survival, destiny. Doctor Strange represents dangerous curiosity. Doom represents controlled certainty. Their conflict echoes comics like Triumph and Torment, where Doom outwits Mephisto. Strange bends rules to learn. Doom breaks realities to enforce order. Both believe they are right, and that's terrifying for heroes, villains, innocents, universes, futures, morality, existence, balance, survival. Steve Rogers' rumored return adds another layer. If this Steve comes from Earth 828, he may never have known Tony Stark the same way. Doom judging Steve implies no one is pure. Every symbol of hope becomes accountable under Doom's law across universes, timelines, ideals, histories, legacies, myths. Avengers Doomsday isn't about stopping Doom. It's about understanding him too late. By the end, incursions worsen, universes die, and heroes face an impossible choice. Doom's solution works. That truth propels the MCU directly into Secret Wars with dread, inevitability, fear, acceptance, loss, sacrifice, resolve, consequence, momentum, collapse, convergence, finale. Secret Wars adapts Jonathan Hickman's legendary storyline. The multiverse collapses entirely. Only fragments remain, stitched into Battleworld. Doom stands supreme, wielding godlike power stolen from cosmic beings. Heroes become rebels in a reality literally built by Doom's will, shaping continents, laws, memories, hierarchies, loyalties, cultures, fear, obedience, myth, order, rule. Kevin Feige confirmed Secret Wars is a beginning, not an ending. Doom's reign allows Marvel to reset continuity without erasing emotion. A prime merge creates one timeline where mutants, Avengers, and Fantastic Four always coexisted, finally simplifying decades of fractured lore into clarity, accessibility, cohesion, opportunity, renewal, evolution, balance, future. Dr. Doom's role reshapes the MCU's multiverse from chaos to consequence. No more endless variants without cost. Doom enforces meaning. Every universe matters because its death feeds his order. That makes every sacrifice heavier, every loss permanent, every choice irreversible across heroes, villains, timelines, realities, emotions, futures, stakes, morality, destiny. Unlike Kang, Doom doesn't multiply. He singularly dominates. One will, one vision. That makes him scarier. You can't outweight Doom or prune him. You must confront him, understand him, or become part of his perfectly ordered universe forever, eternally, unchanging, controlled, absolute, monitored, balanced, governed, structured, stable, frozen, sealed, final. The MCU multiverse shifts from exploration to judgment. Doom becomes the arbiter of reality, deciding which worlds deserve survival. Heroes no longer fight to win, but to preserve humanity itself. That philosophical shift elevates Marvel from spectacle to mythic tragedy, echoing epics, legends, morality, fate, sacrifice, consequence, inevitability, sorrow, hope. Dr. Doom forces the Avengers to confront uncomfortable truths. Freedom creates chaos. Control creates peace. Both destroy something precious. The multiverse becomes a mirror reflecting humanity's flaws. Doom isn't just a villain. He's the embodiment of fear-driven order born from loss, trauma, insecurity, pride, survival, desperation, logic, certainty, obsession, control. As Secret Wars unfolds, Doom's downfall won't come from strength, but empathy. Comics show Reed Richards defeating Doom by exposing his emptiness. The MCU may echo this, using legacy heroes to remind Doom what he sacrificed for order, including love, connection, humility, trust, compassion, vulnerability, humanity, belonging, warmth, hope, freedom. Yet even in defeat, Doom changes everything. The Prime Merge means his actions permanently rewrite history. Mutants exist openly. The Fantastic Four belong naturally. New Avengers rise without secrecy. Doom becomes the necessary evil that reshaped reality, forever leaving scars, lessons, warnings, balance, stability, memory, consequence, unity, peace, cost, permanence. Dr. Doom's influence lingers as myth and warning. Children grow up knowing one man nearly ruled everything. Heroes operate knowing reality is fragile. The multiverse becomes sacred, not disposable. Doom transforms Marvel's future from endless expansion to careful stewardship, guided by humility, caution, restraint, responsibility, wisdom, balance, memory, consequence, respect. Avengers Doomsday redefines villainy. Doom isn't chaos incarnate. He's order weaponized. That makes his role essential to the MCU's evolution. Without Doom, the multiverse collapses meaninglessly. With him, survival comes at a terrible, unforgettable price, affecting heroes, villains, innocents, timelines, realities, futures, choices, morality, identity, hope, fear, destiny, balance, existence. The MCU stands on the edge of rebirth. Dr. Doom is the catalyst. His role turns the Multiverse Saga into a cautionary epic about control, loss, and sacrifice. He doesn't just threaten the MCU. He defines what it becomes afterward for generations, audiences, heroes, storytellers, fans, creators, mythologies, futures, possibilities. From Iron Man's snap to Doom's judgment, Marvel completes a narrative circle. The hero who saved everything inspires the villain who controls it. That symmetry gives the saga weight, proving endings matter and consequences echo far beyond one universe into infinity. Memory, legacy, myth, history, storytelling, morality, emotion, meaning, permanence. Dr. Doom doesn't just affect the MCU multiverse. He matures it. Stakes become philosophical. Power demands responsibility. Survival demands sacrifice. By centering Doom, Marvel tells a story about fear of chaos and the danger of absolute control over freedom, diversity, choice, identity, growth, hope, creativity, compassion, trust, balance, harmony, humanity. As audiences, we aren't just watching heroes fight. We're watching Marvel ask hard questions. Is freedom worth destruction? Is control worth suffering? Doom embodies that dilemma. The multiverse becomes a moral test, not a playground for characters, viewers, creators, storytellers, cultures, generations, futures, ethics, identity, belief, meaning, consequence, responsibility, legacy. When Secret Wars ends, Doom's shadow remains. The reset doesn't erase pain. It honors it. Every new beginning carries echoes of his rule. That's why Dr. Doom is the most important figure in the MCU's future, shaping tone, direction, themes, stakes, ambition, depth, maturity, mythology, cohesion, purpose, resonance, impact, legacy. His role transforms Marvel storytelling from endless escalation into meaningful evolution. Doom closes doors so better ones can open. The multiverse stops being infinite noise and becomes a carefully chosen harmony shaped by consequence, memory, and sacrifice, defining identity, continuity, purpose, coherence, future, tone, emotion, meaning, resonance, depth, gravity, weight. Dr. Doom is not the end of hope. He's the cost of ignoring responsibility. Through him, the MCU learns restraint. Power unchecked leads to tyranny. Balance requires sacrifice. That lesson reshapes every hero moving forward across teams, generations, legacies, universes, timelines, conflicts, missions, ethics, choices, futures, consequences, meaning, purpose, survival. In the end, Doom may save the multiverse by breaking it first. That paradox defines his power. Heroes must rebuild from ruins carrying scars. The MCU becomes richer, darker, and more human because Doom forced it to grow up through suffering, wisdom, humility, reflection, consequence, maturity, endurance, balance, truth, resolve. Avengers Doomsday isn't just a movie, it's Marvel redefining itself. Dr. Doom stands at the center, reshaping the multiverse with ruthless clarity. Love him or fear him, his impact will echo for decades of storytelling across films, series, comics, games, fans, cultures, eras, universes, timelines, mythologies, legacies, futures, memory, history. The Multiverse Saga needed a spine. Doom becomes it. Not chaos, not comedy, but consequence. His role anchors Marvel's ambition, giving weight to every universe. Without Doom, the multiverse dissolves. With him, it finally means something profound, lasting, meaningful, emotional, mythic, deliberate, purposeful, coherent, resonant, balanced, stable, memorable, enduring, eternal. And that is how Dr. Doom affects the MCU multiverse. He doesn't just threaten it, he defines it, reshapes it, and ultimately gives it purpose. Doom turns infinite possibility into meaningful destiny, forging a future built on consequence, memory, sacrifice, balance, order, restraint, wisdom, unity, responsibility, meaning, truth, permanence, legacy. If you want to understand the MCU's future, you must understand Doom, not as a villain, but as an idea, an answer to chaos, a warning about control. The multiverse survives, but innocence does not, remaining scarred, wiser, changed, matured, cautious, restrained, balanced, reflective, humbled, human, grounded, aware, vigilant, enduring. This saga ends where a new one begins. Doom clears the board so Marvel can rebuild stronger foundations. His shadow ensures stories matter again. Every victory costs something. Every universe counts. That is Doom's ultimate legacy, etched into continuity, memory, emotion, myth, caution, wisdom, storytelling, culture, future, identity, balance, meaning. Dr. Doom forces Marvel to slow down and think. Spectacle serves story. Power serves purpose. The multiverse becomes a reflection of humanity's struggle between fear and freedom. Doom is the mirror Marvel needed to evolve, mature, deepen, refine, challenge, question, inspire, caution, balance, grow, transform, endure, resonate, connect, remember, believe. As we move toward Doomsday and Secret Wars, remember this isn't just hype. It's Marvel reshaping its soul. Dr. Doom isn't replacing Iron Man. He's confronting the legacy Iron Man left behind across timelines, universes, hearts, minds, fandoms, generations, history, sacrifice, hope, fear, consequence, meaning, balance, identity, destiny, memory, future. The MCU multiverse will never be the same after Doom, and that's the point. Growth requires loss. Order demands sacrifice. Doom becomes the storm that forces Marvel to build something lasting from the wreckage of timelines, stories, identities, myths, expectations, comfort, nostalgia, excess, chaos, fragmentation, confusion, entropy, collapse, disorder, imbalance. This is why Dr. Doom matters more than any villain before him. He doesn't want destruction. He wants resolution. His role gives the MCU an ending that feels earned and a future that feels intentional, grounded, meaningful, coherent, thoughtful, balanced, mature, resonant, mythic, emotional, purposeful, lasting, impactful, human, remembered, respected. The Multiverse Saga was always about choice. Doom makes the final choice unavoidable. Heroes must decide what kind of universe deserves to exist. That question lingers long after credits roll, redefining Marvel storytelling forever across cinema, culture, fandom, myth, memory, emotion, debate, interpretation, philosophy, legacy, identity, morality, purpose, future, history. If this theory resonates, you're witnessing Marvel grow up. Dr. Doom isn't just coming, he's already changed everything. The multiverse is no longer a toy. It's a responsibility, and Doom makes sure no one forgets that across stories, universes, timelines, characters, creators, fans, futures, decisions, sacrifices, consequences, meaning, balance, truth, Now, if you love deep Marvel theories like this, support the channel. Like the video, subscribe for weekly MCU breakdowns, and share your thoughts below. Together, we'll decode Doomsday, Secret Wars, and the future of Marvel storytelling across films, series, comics, timelines, universes, theories, analysis, passion, fandom, legacy, destiny, forever.